I don't know. I don't know how to actually excuse me, share it to actual my YouTube, but I can record the whole class and then upload the video to my YouTube channel. Hold on, someone's calling me from the, hello? No, you have to come into Zoom. Yeah, I'm in the Zoom. I can see you calling me as far as from Messenger, but click on the Zoom meeting thing, that link, I'm sorry, that I just gave you.
Okay.
No, not from here. Like, I sent y'all a link to Zoom in y'all inbox. Oh, okay, because me and Miss Ann is already on the Zoom. I'm screen recording it so that we could be able to record the class for whoever didn't come to class. I could just send the recording. So click on that link in the Zoom, and I mean in the your Messenger inbox. Rhonda, do you have Zoom already?
No, I don't. But I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, you have to download the app. See, if your brother has that, like we all could be on the screen at one time.
All right. Oh Lord.
Yeah, you definitely get.
Right.
Yeah, you have to download it first. It don't take long.
Okay, I'm gonna try to join now.
Okay. All right, Miss Ann. What sentences have you been formulating?
I've been doing the possessive pronoun, and also the conversion. There's a little exercise to plural pronoun form.
Say it again.
I was doing a bit of the conversion to the plural pronoun form. I was doing a bit of practicing.
Okay, so
also I was doing the phrases and the present, what do you call the
are you speaking about the simple present?
yes.
Okay, just the statement sentences. It said an iPhone entered the waiting room. Okay, I'm seeing that an iPhone is connecting. Okay, so I would like you to give me a sentence. Give me a sentence that you've been practicing.
Also in the short bit, okay, yeah, I was doing the Anna Lahuzi.
Say it again.
Anna Lahubzi, I don't like it, and the Iya Bahub.
Okay, so you said Anna Bahubzi.
Yeah.
Anna Bahubzi. And what was the second one?
Iya Habubbi.
Say it
She's
again.
like, no, Hiya Bahub Boot. She's likable. And I was also doing the things like the three-part plural pronoun
Okay.
with the entum and the nahnu and also the whom. I
Whom?
was doing a bit of that as well, trying to see where I can practice the A, putting the A and the U in the right place, and also the Nantigua saying like the present.
You say Nantigua? Yeah,
Yeah,
Nantigua, we're
and I was
saying.
trying to work out that bit I didn't quite get, but I'm practicing that.
Which
where
one?
you
Which one didn't you get?
we're saying and you all are saying as well. I was practicing a bit of
Okay.
that with regards to the na, nu, finding out where I should put the correct consonant and when to, because it's although it says you start off by putting the N and the A for Nantigua in the beginning and the A at the end. I was
Okay.
just trying to I
No,
was
go
just
ahead. I'm
trying to
listening.
work, yeah, I was just trying to work out if it applies to if it differ in some form. But because
Okay.
although
So when you use the A at the end,
Mhm.
um, um, uh, Safi said she was in the Zoom. I was asking her was she muted. Okay, so when you use the actual plural form of the present tense form, basically it's the A that goes at the end that actually shows the plurality. Now you actually,
Okay.
the A itself is what's showing you. So it always ends in the sound ua, nantigua, yantigua, tantigua. All right, so regardless to what verb you're actually using, it always ends in ua because the A is what shows plurality. And you have, okay, I don't know why Safi is, okay, give me 1 second. I'm trying to, oh, did I go out of this? Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, I was trying to, Miss Rhonda, can you hear me? I don't know why Safia, it says that she's in the Zoom, but I can't see her. I don't know. Okay, so when Miss Ann, whenever you see the A at the end, that's in the present tense, what makes that plural. Now, the present tense form is also the future tense. So when you learn in the present tense form, you're also learning future tense. The only difference is when you want to use it in the future tense, you use the word sofa, S-O-F-A, S-O-F-A. S-O-F-A, that's sofa, and that means will or would. So you might want to write that down. I don't know if you know that or not.
I think I saw sofa in where when I was writing it down, but I didn't get to that yet. You did have something with sofa in it where it's a future. You did, but because I was starting with the one that I found difficult but now you've just informed me that the A is the one that makes the form. The rest of them, the say as the, for instance,
Right. So let's
the
use the
beginning
word.
is can change, but the gua is the one that's never changed. It
Say that
makes up
again.
the form. The you said the tabu, like tabua, that's the one that changed, or antigua, that's the one that changed. The beginning is the bit that changes.
Right. You see, when you're using the plural form of the present tense, we're gonna say present tense future. Basically, there is a letter that's added at the beginning and the end. Whereas for the singular forms, only a letter is added at the beginning. So let's say, for example, if we use what we call the base form of the present tense, that's when you first take the word out of the simple present and give it the vowels A, E, U, right? That's the base form of the present tense, A, E, U. So let's just use the word say or pronounce. The base form would be antigu, antigu, right? And if you was to say you are saying, you just add a T on the base form and make it tantigu. If you're saying that he did it or he is doing it, you add a Y on the base form and it's yantigu. If you're saying she did it, you add a H at the beginning and it's saying hantigu. And antigu, tantigu, yantigu, and hantigu are all singular pronoun verb conjugations. You don't see an A at the beginning of those. I mean, excuse me, at the end of those. You only see the actual base form, which does have an A, the T, the Y, and the H. When you start saying we are doing, or they are doing, or you all are doing, a letter is going to go in the front and a letter is going to go in the end. The letter that stays the same at the end for all the plural forms is A, because the letter A shows that that's actually plural, if that makes sense.
Yes, yes. So the verb is actually, say as in natuk would be natuk, and you just add extra word in the front, but it would you would add the UA at the A as the last letter, but the first one would change. You would
Right.
just swap
Okay.
it around.
So this is what I want you to do. I want you to take this word. I want you to write this word down, this 3-part verb down for me. I want you to write down in as in no, Z as in zebra, and R as in Robert.
Well, sorry, in
as in no or now, Z as in zebra, R as in Robert. I want you to write that down, and then I want you to put that in the base present tense form.
Nazur.
No, that's a simple present.
Oh, that's a simple.
But that's correct. Nazor is correct for the simple present. But I'm trying to get you to understand that in the present tense, you have what's called a base present tense form. That's the first time you take the A and the U out of it, and you put AEU in between the letters. Because if you have those words, then you got that from my video, my PowerPoint problem, right? Me actually talking about the present tense. So in the PowerPoint, I was trying to show you all how to actually create the base present tense form. So let's do it again. Rewrite the NZR and I'll show you where to put the vowels. Are you there,
Right.
Miss Rhonda? Because I can't hear you
Yeah.
if you are. Okay, you have NZR, Miss Ann?
NZR, yeah. So tell me then in the form of where.
Okay, what I'm gonna do, what I'm trying to do is get you to place, I'm gonna give you the vowels to actually place so that you can see the base form, and then I'm gonna give you the plural of we are doing.
Yeah.
So I want you to put an A before the N.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to put an E after the Z.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to put a U after the R.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's pronounced Anziru.
And zero.
Anziru. That means that's the first form that you get to when you're converting the three-part verb into the present tense future. So that is called the base form. That is called the base present tense form, right?
Yeah.
All right. So now, because that's the base present tense form, only thing you keep doing is adding letters either in the beginning or at the end of that in order to make it conjugate with something singular. When you have that base form, it automatically means I'm doing it. So that automatically means I'm looking or I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But now for the plural form, what would that be?
Okay, so you would take an in and add it to that form, the base form. Can you hear me, Safi? All right, I'm trying to make sure Safi can hear me. Add an in to the beginning of it and add an A to the end of that same base form. You're only taking that one form and adding a letter either before it and after, A after. That's all.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you should have Nanzirua.
Yeah.
Okay, I have that. Let me see if I can Can you hear, Safi?
I can hear now.
Okay. Hold on.
This thing was difficult to figure out.
No, actually, it was my
problem. That's what I'm saying.
It was my fault. It was my fault because as you come in, I got to click for you to join. It's like you're asking me to join. But if I don't click to let you in, then you in, but you're not in. And I didn't see it until up there. This is my first time using it, this trial and error, but it doesn't seem like it's as much noise on here. And so, yeah. But go ahead, Miss Ann.
No, I started off with this particularly because the other seems pretty straightforward, but this I couldn't get my head around, and I'm gonna need a lot more practice.
Okay, let me see if I can't share my screen with you guys so that I can let me actually give me 1 second. Or actually, this is what I'll do. Let me see, can I use the whiteboard? Okay, whiteboards. I don't know what is wrong with this thing. I'm trying to get y'all to a point to where I can show the whiteboard and I can write it. All right. Y'all can see that?
Yes.
All right, so let's say we got N, Z, R, right?
Mhm.
The base form of this verb is just literally taking this three-part verb in the present now, this present tense happening right now,
Mhm.
putting a A in front, a E in the middle, and the U at the end.
Mhm.
A, the E, and the U is what tells you that that is in the present tense future form.
Yeah.
So that would be, and it's three syllables. So I'll put a slash. Anziru. Anziru. Now, I don't care what present tense form that you have, whenever you put it in this form, with like the base form, all you're doing is adding a letter either before it. Now, when I put the T before it, that means you're looking. Let me erase the T. If I put a Y before it, that means he's looking or he's seeing. All you're doing is taking this base form right here, the A-E-U form, around the three-part verbs and adding a letter before it. So let's just say it was we. I would add an N. Oh, shit. Let me do this over. Okay. All right. So I add an N before it and an A at the end of it. That means non-zero. I'm gonna fix this in so it looks a little neater.
Mhm.
Now notice that you still have anziru in this word. If you take the N off of the beginning and the A off of the end, you come back to the base form of this particular verb, anziru, which means ultimately I'm doing it. I'm looking. Anziru, tanziru, yanziru, hanziru. This is the most complicated, or I should say most changing form, because every time you use a different pronoun, you gotta add a letter either before the base form or before it and after. Anybody, any questions?
No.
No, I think I'm getting it now with the, so you always use for the he, you always use the Y
Yes.
if it's, so you talk about masculine, yeah?
You know what that's called, Miss Ann? That's called in our language a verb pronoun conjugation. That means when you add those letters, when you add those extra letters onto the base form of the verb, you don't need to use the pronoun because now you make the word by itself say that. Like, I'm gonna give you an example.
Okay.
I can say, nahnu, and I'm gonna use the word for going. Now I'm gonna write the actual base form first. The base form is the first form of the verb. As, He. Boo. Azhibu. That literally means I'm going. In order to make that we're going, you got to take this base form and add. You see the first two letters of Nahnu?
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. You're taking this letter N and this letter A, because this also means we in our language.
Yeah.
I don't have to say Nahnu, I can say Na, because Na means we, us, or our. But in most cases, they're going to use this bottom one to mean our. Kub Na, our cup. Beit Na, our house. So the letters that you're adding onto the beginning and the end of this signifies the actual word itself. So Nahnu, Nazhibua, that means we're going. But because we added those letters at the beginning and at the end, you don't need this. Hold up, I'm sorry. You don't need the pronoun. That naturally means we are going by itself because of what you added to the verb.
So that's Nashibua.
Nazhibua. Literally, that means that's a whole sentence. That means we're going.
Oh,
Yeah.
And only thing, and another thing I want y'all to keep in mind, you're only taking the base form. What does this mean right here? If I say Azhibu, what does that mean?
Asibu means I'm going.
Right. Only thing you're taking is the base form and adding letters around it. Now, put a T before the base form.
Tasibu.
That means what?
I'm trying to remember what the T stands for. They're going?
No, what the TA
You're
stands
going.
for. Remember this. Remember this
Okay.
is a prefix. Look at this. Remember this is what's called the prefix pronoun.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
That'd be you.
So that means, you're going. You're.
Right. Remember the TA is a prefix pronoun. I can say Zahupta, and that means you go. Very just as much as I can say, and remember this word. What does this word have at the end of it?
Oh, Inta. That means he. Ta.
No.
That's what I see. The
It's
TA.
enter. Enter.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
He, you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You for a male. That's
right.
what I meant.
But you see the last two letters?
The TA.
Now, that TA is what you see in the beginning of this.
Okay, so that means you're going.
And then this means it's plural.
Tashibua. So that means y'all going?
Y'all going. Tazibua.
Okay.
Anytime you add the A at the end, it just pluralizes. I'm trying to see it's because it's so many different pronouns in Nuwaubik. Like this inter, you call this a prefix pronoun. And you call that a prefix pronoun because it always comes before the word.
Yeah.
Ana, inter, inti, huwa, hiya, nahnu, hum, inter. All of those are prefix pronouns. We got 10 more minutes. But you know Zoom times you. Any more questions?
Kefa nutukta got fi Nuwaubik.
Achaza.
How do I spell that? A-H.
That's past tense.
Okay. A.
Achaza.
Ha. You said ha.
Achaza.
Akaza. That's A-K-H. Ka. A-Z-A.
Achaza.
Akaza. A-K-H-A-Z-A.
Achaza. I
Okay.
got, it means I got or I took, because the word achuz is get or take. If you take the base form of this word, it looks
Mhm.
like this. That's the past tense. But if you take the base form of the word, that means get or take.
Akhuz.
Achuz.
Akhuz.
Achuz.
Okay.
That's get or take.
Akhuz. Get or take. So the first way is this is past tense, correct?
Achaza? Yeah, that's took. Took or got.
Okay. Okay, because I was trying to say so I don't need to say Anna before this, right?
It depends.
Okay. Anna akhuza biwasiti z.
Anna what?
Akhuza biwasiti z.
What is achuza? That's not a word.
I'm sorry, akhaza.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Anna achaza. I got through it. Anna achaza biwasatizi.
Yes.
That's what you were saying. Okay.
Yes.
Let me show you that. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna use that. Anna.
Mm-hmm.
And I just did a PowerPoint about this. Anna. Achaza. Just to show you like how complex Nuwaubik really can be.
Akhastu.
Right. Or you could just say it by itself.
Anna akhastu. That means I got.
Uh-huh. Now watch this. And when you understand these suffix pronouns, you understand this. This right here is what you call the informal past tense. It's
Okay.
basically for when you basically I start you learning and you're so not used to putting the pronoun at the end of the words.
Mm-hmm.
So you just can use the first one with all pronouns. Ana achaza, inta achaza, inti achaza, huwa achaza, hiya achaza, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you go to the teacher's guide, the way you see it in the second line is how it is. You drop the last A and you put the pronoun at the end. But guess what? You see where you see two at? That is a
Yes.
pronoun. That's a pronoun verb conjugation. That's when you take the pronoun and the verb and make them one word. So even though you say an akastu by itself literally means I got. Akasta, akastu, akasta. You say akasu, akasha, akasnat, akashum, akastu. But
Because it would be like saying he got, she got, they got, we got.
right, but without saying the you say the pronoun endings, not the pronoun prefixes.
Right.
I wouldn't say nahnu akhazna. I could say nahnu akhazna, but it's like saying we got. We got. Instead of saying that, which is proper, but it's just easy to, it's shorter to just say akhazna because I put both of the words together. But it, sometimes for certain people who have been speaking English for a long time, I think that it's kind of hard sometimes to recognize that. That's why the same way you see it on the board is the stages I take you through. I get you to understanding the word first. Then I get you familiarized with the second stage. And then when your speech grows, you'll just be able to say akhaztu instead of ana akhaza, you know, or either or, whatever makes you feel comfortable actually.
Okay, so it'd be like akhastu biwasitizi.
Yep, you can say that, or you can say it the way you said it. Ana akhaza biwasatizi. I got through it. Or ana akhastu biwasatizi. It's just I'm trying to get you to see that when you conjugate things in the present tense, you're bringing letters together around the verb that you don't need the pronoun for, because the verb by itself says that. If I take this right here and say nachizua, I'm getting, or excuse me, nachizua, we're getting or we're taking, I don't need to say nachnu nachizua, because nachizua by itself means we're getting. But we got to get out of here, man. Our time is up. You know this timing. So
Okay.
if y'all have any questions though, just message me, and hopefully what I'm about to do is upgrade this when my wife get over here, so I can be able to make sure that we got longer time, and then I'll learn how to share the YouTube. We're gonna start doing it on Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as I'll get used to the words, it will make a bit more meaning when I get used to the different words.
I'm gonna start calling you more often, because I don't know how like the thing you know, I don't know how the thing actually is working with you joining onto the thing, but because I know that you are practicing and that you're getting so far, I'm gonna just go ahead and call you, and then like I'm gonna call you earlier during the day, because I know I like around now it's late. But we got to get out of here. They about to shut us off. So
Okay.
Wadu.
What do?